Here we are on the Disney lot where, you know, the animation building right down the street where your office was right. I can see it from here.
Yeah, I can see it too.
And isn't that where they had the girl from France that they pretended was your new roommate, and they made up a whole backstory on her and gave her a sweater and a tennis racket, and they moved all your stuff to the side.
Very elaborate practical joke that everyone in the studio was in on except me.
I believe we've known each other for about 39-ish years or so. I feel like I might have met you in the animation building, but I don't remember it so very specifically.
I sort of have a memory.
I remember you had a beard.
Did I have a beard already?
In the, whatever, how many years that is, 40 years, you have not shaved your beard in 40 years. Is that not true? And I think that means you're hiding something.
That's true. It probably does mean I'm hiding something. But there are pictures of me.
Long to see
there are pictures of me without the beard. Of course, I had bright red hair, and you had hair just like you have now.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
You went gray faster than I did.
My genetics. Yeah, my father went gray when he was 21. The thing is, I heard about you before I met you, I think, because at Cal Arts we heard about this guy who did this legendary personal test with Cruella de Vil that blew the socks off the veteran animators.
I actually heard about you, too, before I met you from the first Cal Arts screening. Your test was kind of the standout of that first year.
Little Mermaid was sort of a watershed for both of us.
Yeah, I pitched to you the idea of collaborating on a script. And
I said, sounds good to me.
So we got the go-ahead to write a script for Mermaid. And what do you know, Little Mermaid was a very big success, which led to us turning down Beauty and the Beast because we were a little burnt out on Mermaid. But then turning down Beauty and the Beast led to Aladdin. We've known each other for a really long time.
I started at Disney the week that Star Wars opened. I started that Monday, May 23rd, 1977.
I was at the Chinese Theater opening day. It was a Wednesday, front of the line with other Disney people. First time I'd ever done that.
And then I went to see it on Friday. By that time, you had seen it multiple times. Ron is the big Star Trek guy, and I was never really a Star Trek fan.
You claim to have never seen an episode of Star Trek.
That is true.
Which I just don't believe that's true.
I've seen 30 seconds of 30 different ones, but I've never watched the rest, no. It was the spandex, it was something. It was Shatner in a tight shirt. I just wasn't sure I could go through an entire episode.
So we don't share all interests.
I play a variety of sports. I play them all badly, but I do
play tennis, you play softball.
And you never raised your arms over your head.
That's probably true, but I
How have you survived as an amateur?
I ski, but you don't have to raise the arms and ski. But I was never really into the competitive things of catching and hitting and
for a variety of reasons,
throwing all that stuff. And I would say another contrast is I can enjoy a nice nap.
Yeah.
And I can enjoy,
I can just
sort of relax, and I don't feel the need to sort of be busy all the time. And if you look for me in the middle of the night, I'll probably be sleeping.
Right. And I probably won't be sleeping. Yeah.
It seems like that's true.
We go to lunch every day together, and it is kind of appalling in its own way because we see each other all day long.
Not every day, but
I mean during the week. There are terms like coolers in Vegas, right, where they go to a table and then suddenly everybody starts losing. We are sort of the cooler of local area Burbank and Glendale restaurants because after we go there, they shut down.
They closed down. We've closed many restaurants.
We closed two bars in Glendale. We closed Bob's Big Boy near the DMV in Glendale.
Marie Callender's.
Marie Callender's gone.
In Glendale.
Gone. So I think every movie we want, we try to close at least one restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, we're working on a couple right now, but they're... And we live very far away from each other.
I send you a Christmas card that I personally draw. You never have sent me a single Christmas card.
I send you a Christmas card.
Your wife sends me
She sends me a Christmas card with our basset hounds, but I'm aware of it.
You don't even sign the Christmas card. I draw one. One of the things I feel like you got from work with Frank Thomas was the importance for Disney animation of sincerity and really getting inside the characters so that you're not just moving characters around the screen, but you get inside their emotional believability. And then structure, I would say, with you. And you can keep the story in your head amazingly well, and even 10 different versions of the story. I can't even keep one version straight because I'm kind of a little bit not attached to things so much.
On the other side of things, I would say that you are more open, that maybe we can break the mold a little bit. Maybe there are things that take some risk, things that have never been done before but could be.
Like sometimes directors are paired together for one reason or another. They feel like, and I think we elected, ours was self-inflicted, I always say.
It was.
So we did it by choice, which is the craziest thing of all. As much as we sort of overlap in things, we are different enough that we sort of complement each other and that the sum is greater than the individual parts. I feel like when we're working on the story and we're working on the characters, we have different strengths. And so we're not exactly saying the same thing. So I think that has helped our relationship over the years, that, you come up with things I wouldn't have thought of, I come up with things you wouldn't have thought of, and yet we kind of agree generally on what things we like.
For whatever reason, it seems like our sensibility or taste or whatever, or sense of entertainment, that we're in sync, which is probably a good
Right,
thing.
and you can't really legislate that.
We're
I have a
always
sense
hard.
of humor and you have a sense of humor, and I appreciate your deadpan sense of humor, because that's what life is, really. I mean, you've got to take it with a sense of irony and humor, or it just, it's more fun that way.